Hey, my creative tribe. So, I saw a negative comment the other day, not directed at me. I've had nothing but positive feedback, and I'm waiting for the negative. I mean, there's always trolls out there, so I'm not worried about trolls. I can handle that. But I kind of was disappointed because there was a solo developer starting out, and they were like, why? Why be a solo developer? It's a terrible idea. You never accomplish anything. And I thought, boy, that's negative feedback to give to a new developer. I'm a solo developer. There's a lot of negativity to it. The long hours, the stress, the not knowing how you're going to get something done, no budget. I mean, there's a lot of to the downside of it. But I have a passion, and I believe in my project, and I have a lot of confidence that I'm going to finish this. But not all solo developers are going to finish. And being a solo developer is not my ideal situation. I would love to have a team, but you have to have a budget. And I have no budget for a team. I'm not going to ask people just to work on this game and not get paid. It's just not right. There's so much work going into it, and I want this to be successful. I have a little help here and there, and I appreciate all the help I get. But at some point, I hope one day to have an actual team. But being a solo developer doesn't mean you shouldn't give up on your ideas. I mean, I've waited way too many years to try and do this, and as an actual big project, and I kind of regret that. But I'm super excited. I mean, yeah, there's going to be a lot long nights ahead of me, and I'm sure there's going to be times, pardon me, that I'm going to feel pretty low and hate my project at some point. But it doesn't matter. It's going to get finished. That way I can move on to the next project and then maybe start building a team. And I don't expect to be ever rich from this. But I would think, with all the going into it, that I could make a moniker enough income that I might actually be able to build a team. So that's the goal. But don't be afraid to be a solo developer. It's if you have a passion for it, do it. I don't care what people say. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't start with such a big project like I'm doing, but if you have a passion for it, do it. Just keep in mind it's very grueling. It's a marathon. It's not going to be something that you can just crank out unless you're going to put out. I mean, there's some very talented people. Like I played, Santa Claus boards, and under 6 months he put together a beautiful little game to play on the Android, and that's awesome. And if you want to do something like that, I think that's more doable. Like I said, what I'm doing is probably a little bit crazy, but I still don't care. You gotta not worry about what people think and do what you want when it comes to building a game. With that said, I had a pretty productive night last night. I got the kitchen done, so I'm trying to end on a positive note here because that was a little depressing. Sorry, but it was a bee in my bonnet. But yeah, I got the kitchen done. I'm going to start on the living room, see how far I get before Friday's update. I'm working on more pieces for the demo video or intro video, however you want to call it. It's a double helix, so that's proving to be a little challenging, but it's looking good. I'm excited about that part of it. A lot of changes in the mechanics, so I'm having to change the video quite a bit, but the intro so far stayed the same. Then I'm working on breaking down the inventory system as I can, so when I do get the house done, I can start working on it. I still got to lay out all the menus. So there's a lot going on. I'm always busy with it, but I'm excited about it. So just follow your dreams, man. I don't care what people say. But with that said, you all have an awesome day. Create something awesome, and I will see it.